All right, everybody, welcome back to the last video of the last topic of the last shape. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's already gotten to this point. All right, so the last time for the last video, we talked about right triangular prisms. Now we're going to take a look at a different kind of triangular prism, the scalene triangular prism. All right, so again, the volume formula for a triangular prism is base times height times width divided by 2. And if you notice, now the height isn't one of the edges of the triangular prism. Now it's going to be in there either by a little vertical line like this, or it's going to be given off the shape like this. So keep an eye out for those pieces of information, all right? Because once again, there's going to be even more numbers going around this thing, but you only need to focus on those three. All right, so the base, remember the base is going to be that horizontal line that we're looking for, all right, of the triangle. All right, this horizontal line right here, that's going to be the 16, so that is going to be considered the base. So we're going to plug that 16 yards into that particular spot right there, that first one. All right, we just talked about what the height is going to look like for a scalene triangular prism, and that is that 4 right there. So that 4 is considered the height, so we're going to plug that 4 right into that spot right there. All right, now remember, the width is the line that connects the two triangular pieces. So you have one triangle here, and oh boy, let me see if I can risk it again. And back here, you're going to have the other triangular prism. Well, that's not that great. Did better on the last one. So you have this triangular prism, this triangle side right back here, and this triangle side back here. So this edge is the one that's connecting them. So you got to look around and see which one actually has that number attached to it. And if you look over here, that 6 is the one that we're looking for. That's the width. That's the one that's connecting the two triangle sides. So that 6 is going to be considered the width, and that 6 is going to be the one that you plug in there. So now that you have these three numbers, or those three dimensions, you're going to multiply those out, 16 times 4 times 6, and then remember to divide it by 2, and that's going to give you 192 yards cubed. All right, I can even double check that for you on my little calculator here. 16 times 4 would give you 64, and that times 6 would give you 384, but remember to divide that by 2, and you get 192. All right, and let's take a look at this transparent or a clear scalene triangular prism. All right, with this one, it's a little bit easier to see the other triangle side as opposed to the solid one over here. But if you notice, the height this time is given as extra information that's off of the main shape. All right, so the base for this one, again, we're looking for that horizontal side right there, or that horizontal edge, which is the 17 here. So we're going to plug that 17 into that first spot. The height, as we discussed, is actually given to us as extra information that's off the shape. So that 5 is going to get plugged in for the height. And the width is the edge that connects the two triangular pieces. All right, so this right here would be that line that we're looking for. So this guy right here is where we're getting that number of 9. All right, so we're going to plug that 9 hectometers right there into that spot. So now that you have those three numbers, the base, the height, and the width, we're going to multiply those out. 17 times 5 times 9. But remember to divide it by 2. That's the one thing you guys got to keep an eye out for when you're doing the triangular prisms. It's that divided by 2 part. All right, when you do all of that, you're going to get 382.5 kilometers cubed. Remember, when you guys are dividing it by 2, it is possible to get a decimal, but it's not necessarily going to happen for every problem. But since you guys are using calculators, should be good to go, all right? Just make sure you're looking at your screen and making sure you're plugging in the right numbers. Sometimes these calculators are a little worn down or a little fickle, all right? Just make sure you look at that screen and make sure you're multiplying everything out and it makes sense. All right, let's take a look at these last examples here. I'm sorry, not last examples, last problems here. Remember, this is not going to look the way it is on your screen. This is that little conversion issue that I've been having. All right, so if you take a look at the first one, remember the height is going to be given either on the shape with a vertical line or off the shape here, like this. All right, but remember, you're only looking for the base, the height, and the width, and then you're going to multiply those guys out and then divide by 2. And remember, the width is the one that connects the two triangular sides. So with this solid one, oh man, I'm going to push my luck here. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, that's terrible. I apologize. But again, that edge right there, that's the one that's connecting the two triangular pieces. So that's the edge that's going to be considered the width. All right, and then same thing goes for these guys right here. There's one transparent one and one solid. Looking for the height. I'm sorry, looking for the base, the height, and the width. Didn't know which one I wanted to point to. Base, height, and width. Plug those 3 numbers in for those 3 dimensions or those 3 edges. Then divide them by 2, and you guys are good to go. All right, so again, for the last time on the video and the audio recordings, if you guys have any problems or questions, feel free to watch the video again to help yourselves out. Take any notes that you need to. And please email myself and Ms. Coleman if you guys have any problems or questions, or you guys can make comments on the Google Slides themselves. All right, which some of you guys have been doing, and that's totally fine. And Ms. Coleman and I we're very proud of you guys. We're very happy to have had all of you guys for the time that we did. Maybe Ms. Coleman and I will be lucky enough to get some of you guys next year as 8th grade students. We'll be more than happy to have you guys back again. Yes, Gage, even you. Oh boy. But we miss you guys a lot more than you know. And we just hope you guys have been staying safe, staying healthy, staying sane for the most part. I know everybody's been getting stir crazy, but we're just very happy and very proud of all of you guys. We want you to continue to do your best, finish out this year strong. All right, finish out this topic strong. And just remember that Ms. Coleman and I are always here for you guys. Doesn't matter if it's this year or in, 5 years. We're always here for you guys. All right, talk to you guys soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And just continue to stay safe and healthy, people. All right, take care, everybody.